Hi everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. I want to welcome each and every one of you, whether it's your first time here or you have been here since all the way back at the beginning. And I just want to tell you all that I am so happy to have you here. And thank you so much for going back and watching some of them older videos of mine. And I'm sorry, they're rough. But anyway, thank you for watching some of the older videos while I have been out of touch and not been creating any content. It started a couple weeks ago with a standard cold, and the cold is still lingering to this day. Then we went from that right into having Helene come all the way, following me from Florida, all the way to West Virginia, and caused havoc. Nowhere near as where I'm from in Florida. They really got the brunt of it, and I mean, it was bad. And I'm from not far at all. In fact, we used to go to that town Perry, that it hit. We used to go there a lot. In fact, just up from Perry is a place called Steenhatchee. And that's another place that we used to go to and frequent. We actually would ride the motorcycle down for like our anniversary and go out to dinner at a place that was called Roy's. It was a fantastic seafood restaurant there on the Gulf, and it's gone. It is completely gone. It's out in the Gulf of Mexico somewhere, I'm guessing. It's just completely gone. It's nothing but a parking lot now. It's gone. And I hate that. I hate it for everybody that's from Florida all the way up to here in West Virginia. Everybody in between, it's really been rough. We had extremely high winds here on the farm. We are on top of a mountain. So we're like a wind tunnel. We catch a lot of wind when most people don't have wind. We have like 30-mile-an-hour winds. It's like put a catch net up at the end of one of the fields because the wind is so bad. But it was even worse. And at one point, I'm looking out my window now, and at one point, I thought our side-by-side shed was going to go straight in the air and take out our power lines. And who knows where it would have went from there, because it's right there out the window. And yeah, I looked up from my glass table, and it had raised up 6 to 12 inches. The whole thing raised up out of the ground from so much strong winds. Now, if you've been following my community tab, you've seen a small little bit of some of the trees that we have down here on the farm that have taken out fences. We did the priority areas this weekend, and we'll have, it's going to be a long cleanup process because it was severe. There's a lot of really large trees that uprooted and came down. So between that and being sick, it has been quite a roller coaster the last couple of weeks. But with that being said, we're here. I am feeling extremely thankful and extremely blessed that we still have a home. We have power back. A lot of our area does not have power. There has been a loss of homes. There's been, it's bad. And I'm very thankful that we still have our animals, our lives, and our livelihood. So very thankful for that. Now, as far as this video, it is normally a podcast that I have a show and tell at the end. I go over any, like happy mail and what I've been up to over the past weeks this time, and, do a show and tell of what y'all been making. And then I have a credits section where all of the members get recognized. And I thank you all for being members. I thank you all for going and watching those older videos, even if they're a little on the rough side. Thank you so much for going back and watching them. General rundown of this channel for anybody that is new. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, standard for this channel, is tutorial based. So it could be anything from knitting, needle tatting, spinning, weaving, drum carding fiber, dyeing fiber, processing fiber, Tunisian crochet. It could be anything. What is it and what does it do? How does it work? Stuff like that. And also I want to have you keep in mind that my tutorials come from a very very ADHD dyslexic brain. So if you need help with a certain part of the video, please ask me. I may have just oopsed and wasn't thinking, or I may have over-explained something for you. So please bear in mind that my brain runs really fast, and yeah, as I'm designing, I'm crocheting or knitting, and I'm designing other things in my brain. So it's a lot of fun being ADHD dyslexic. Anybody else out there have that problem? Let me know in the comments. All right, so let's go ahead, now that we're, quite a ways into this, let's go ahead and get into some other things that happen here. Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have a live spin and chat. I'm currently working on a few things that is spinning related, and I'm not showing any spinning during my spin and chat like this past Thursday. Yeah, we just sat around and chit chat. I really still am not feeling all that great. I do have a doctor's appointment today. That's why I'm recording this, hoping that while I'm in town at my doctor's appointment, I can upload this podcast. There will not be a show and tell this time, and there will not be credits run at the end. I'm going to try to keep this really short as best as possible and hope that it will upload. Now, as far as the show and tell pictures, if you shared your pictures with the Friday post on Facebook or you sent them to me, I will add them in as soon as we get actual Wi-Fi and internet and cell service again. I will add them in and create a video of all of your amazing work. Thank you for being so awesome and sharing your work. If you want to see what everybody's been up to, you can head over to the Facebook page. If you have Facebook, and check out this past Friday's post. Everybody commenting their amazing work. Now, as for me, I have done a few things, not a whole lot, but a few things. First off, kudos, thank you, Premier Yarn, for sending me this amazing happy mail. And in that, I do have a unboxing video. Whether it comes out before this or after this, I don't know. We'll see. It all depends on uploading abilities. So with that unboxing, you will see what I got in it. And I tell you, the next time you see it, you will see some of it in an item. Well, that item is on Nikki back here, and it is one of the Hexie Cardies, the Granny Hexie Cardie, and that is the Parfait fruit. It's the Parfait chunky fruit. It is a 6-weight yarn, and it is the colorway Kiwi. So yeah, I went ahead and just worked up in one day both of the cakes that were in that colorway and into a Hexie Cardie. So yeah, that was fun. And thank you so much for thinking of me and thinking of the channel. What's left in the box is going to go in for a milestone, part of a milestone giveaway, which we are gaining ground and getting closer and closer every day. I want to thank you all for joining me over here on this channel, and I appreciate you. Sticking with the Happy Mail, I did order some wool, and this is a 75-25, so it makes for a great sock yarn as well as a really nice shawl yarn. Because of that nylon, it gives you a little bit more elasticity, and the nylon also allows breathing. So I have these two to dye and spin, and then have yarn to fulfill an order. So that's why I ordered that. Now I did get some glass in, and those of you that were here on the Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time spin and chat, you all got to see it already. But I did order some blues and one translucent purple. So translucent blue and these two beautiful blues. They are super pretty, and I'm very thankful that I had these new colors to play with during this wonderful time of loss of power and everything else. So I did make a blue candy. Now I do have videos out of me making the red and white candy. So here is a blue one, and this is for an order, so that's done. And I got to make a blue penguin to go with a black penguin stitch marker. So here is the black penguin, and then here is the blue penguin. So this was an order. Thank you so much for your order, and it will be going out as soon as we get internet and I can actually go to the post office and mail something, because right now we can't mail anything anywhere. Yeah, it stinks. But I did also make a bunch more beads, and here we are using those colors. So those were fun. This one is not using those colors. It actually was just using some scrap that I had and worked up some fun stuff. Now, I also did make this past Thursday. So this is based on the Beetle Dude with purple, neon green, black, and white, and then down here as well. This does not look like purple, but it is purple. So there we are. That was a lot of fun to make, and it's a lot of fun to wear too. So I did make that. And one last thing that I made, this is a new hat, and it will be an upcoming hat tutorial. So it is super squishy. If you do not like front and back post relief stitches, this will not be the hat for you, because all of the pattern stitches are front post, back post, and they're crisscross. Yeah, depending on where they're crisscross depends on what look you get. So yes. And then, of course, the brim is front post, back post. But here we are. And I did this with a 5.5 and a worsted weight. And it fits my big old head. It probably could stand to be one, half size bigger, a 6. And it would be more comfortable and suiting on my head. But, yeah. It's going to be fun. If you have a name for it, I was thinking, which way, Helene? Because it was like, we're going this way and then we're going this way. Yeah, that's what it kind of made me think of. Anyway, bad joke, right? Bad timing. I'm sorry. Poor sense of humor. Poor sense of humor. All right, everyone. So that is it for what I've been up to, what's been going on here. We are on tree cleanup. This past weekend was getting them off the fence. and in the important areas, and then we're just going to move on into working on some of these really huge trees that came down that are not in the direct area of, you know, where the animals need to have the fence up. They are on fence, but they're not going to affect the animals in any way, shape, or form where these trees are down on the fence. We got the ones that were vital to keeping our animals in, but the rest, yeah, it's going to be a good while. Lots of down and uprooted trees, but we still have our home. We still have our well-being, and I am very thankful. And as I say at the end of my videos, everyone be blessed and be a blessing, and bye for now.